हे गाइस, वेलकम बैक। आज हम खेलने वाले हैं डू नॉट ओपन योर आइज। ये एक हॉरर टेक्स्ट गेम है। इसमें हमें बस यस और नो का आंसर देना है। इट्स गेटिंग लेट। रात बहुत हो गई यार। हाँ, सो ही जाना चाहिए। क्या है? पुलिस सायरन की आवाज़ें आ रही हैं। क्विट। टू एम्प्टी। टू क्विट। बहुत शांति है। आज क्या भाई? I don't want to look at it. Breathe. Close my eyes. In my room. That was me. My bed. Wardrobe. Framed on the wall. The room part of myself. When someone to blindfold asks me without a round. कुछ भी नहीं है अलग। क्या है भाई अलग? कौन है? वही कोई आ रहा है। ये क्या है? वही सब। हाँ भाई, इमेजिनेशन ही लग रही है। 5-7 जा रहा है।
Open your eyes.
कौन है? ऐसे अचानक से क्यों आ गया? नो भाई, मैं सो रहा हूँ।
Open your eyes. Look at me. Why won't you look at me?
पर क्यों
Where
देखूं
are your
मैं?
manners?
तेरा चेहरा बहुत गंदा है।
If a stranger asks for help,
वो तो
is it right to ignore
है
them?
नहीं यार।
Is that
तूने हेल्प तो मांगी नहीं,
how
तूने
it
बस
is?
मेरी तरफ देखने का ही बोला। तेरे मैनर्स कहाँ हैं?
I will share a secret with you. I have never seen myself before. I
क्या?
don't know if my face is ugly. I don't know the color of my skin. I don't know if I'm even here. That is why I need you to open your eyes so you can tell me how I look. But I'm also shy, so I might hide the moment you do. You won't find me anywhere.
तो भाई तेरे को सब कुछ चाहिए पर तेरे को कुछ करना भी नहीं है।
Like a faded dream. I know you're not asleep. You listen with those tiny ears of yours. They look so fragile. Like I could almost put my fingers around them and tear them off. If I do, will you scream? voice. It was a joke. I'm joking. Don't be scared.
ओ भाई तू तो
Hey, how do you think my eyes look when our gazes finally meet? What will you find? Answer me.
तेरी आंखें कैसी लगती
They
हैं?
look broken.
ब्रोकन। हाँ भाई तेरी आंखें है ही नहीं असलियत में।
That may be so.
ओ भाई
I'm always training my sight
ये आंखें फट गई
to
हैं।
stare at what's in front of me, searching for that one precious thing. It's what drives me to look inside places, such as this, but sometimes I strain so hard. Little pieces seem to fall off my face, one after another, making a
कैसे?
cracking sound as they go. A sound like... In my desperation, I always attempt to piece them back
Oh, boy.
together. I kneel and search for the missing fragments of myself. But they are never there. Maybe the wind takes them somewhere out of my reach.
अच्छा
And that makes me sad. So sad. And I borrow my fingers.
तो
And I
एक्चुअली ये
take it
गेम
out. I take
choices पे बेस है
everything
क्या?
out.
क्यों भाई?
Every little piece that
क्यों?
remains.
ओ भाई
Harder. Furiously. And wallowing in sorrow.
ये तो मेंटल
I
मेंटल लग
pray
रहा
to
है।
whoever's listening to give back what's mine. To not make me lose more than I've already lost. I don't want to waste my time and search for more than I care for. Yet no one delivers. No one is listening. And so I weep invisible tears until I can feel the sorrow no more. Hey, have you ever strained yourself so hard to see what you want to see that you end up blinding yourself to all?
नो
Have you? These eyes.
हाँ भाई
Are
मैं
these
क्यों करूँगा
my
ऐसा?
eyes?
नो
Is that so?
ना तेरी
How
लग
do
तो
you
नहीं
think
है।
my eyes look when our gazes finally meet? What will you find? Answer me. They look empty.
चार्ज नहीं आ गया लैपटॉप
That may be so. The eyes are the window to the soul. That's what someone told me
हाँ
long ago. They said that the soul was holy, bright, beautiful. Every person, but that person said I was the exception. That something like me couldn't possibly own something so holy, so bright, so beautiful. They looked inside of me, took a deep breath. Their eyes that could see it all.
भाई तेरी आंखें तो संतरे जैसी लग
I'm
रही
sure
हैं।
that if you were to cut me apart, not even blood would flow out. Even if I felt it sometimes, crawling through
Why
my
do I
veins.
do this?
Maybe that's why I've never seen myself before. Because I'm empty.
तो है ही भाई। देखो तेरे को खा पी के रहे करे
But
यार
isn't
थोड़ा
that
सा।
something to be
ये तेरी
grateful
गर्दन
for?
कैसी जा रही है?
Because if I were
तेरे
to
को किसी ने
look
फूक पड़ दी है क्या?
and find nothing there, then surely I would feel disappointed. By not looking, I can ease myself of that pain. So maybe this is for the best. I can't remember who was the first to recite these words to me, nor the second,
अपनी मेरे को
nor the third. nor the several others who came after. The only thing I remember is that they looked as empty as I did. Hey, have you ever felt so empty, so devoid of what makes everyone special, that you've embraced the void as your own? Have you? These eyes, are these my eyes? A good answer. Yeah, open your eyes
हाँ
so you won't look at me.
भाई इस
Even
गेम
though
में
your
मना कर
eyes
रही है तो
are so
नहीं करेंगे
pretty. I
नहीं
can't see them, but I can imagine them behind their veil of
भाई
flesh,
हाँ मेरी
round like pearls and shiny like jewels. So pretty. It's fine. We still have time. The night is still and silent.
अच्छा भाई तू सारी रात बात करेगा
People are good at closing their doors. Do you know what a door is? Of course you know. You have one right there at the verge of your little world.
और
The bad out. The bad can be anything. A bad person, a bad smell. And sometimes, me, I can't open doors. I find them tricky. Should I push or pull? Should I turn the knob left or right? Should I try to take it off its hinges? Should I chip away at it, hoping? And what happens when it opens? Do I close it behind me? Do I keep it open? But then, how do I get out? And what happens if the wind pushes it close? What then? So many options, so many things that could go wrong. Whenever I stand in front of a closed door, it paralyzes me. I stare at it for a long time and think of my excuses. Because that's all they are. What bothers me
तू
the
तो
most
डरावनी
about
बातें कर
closed
रहा है
doors is the idea they exist to keep me out. It fills me with the need to go in. So I search for a crevice or a window. Anything that might be open. Anything that might let me in. I'm not good with doors. But as long as there's a place where I can fit,
हाँ
then
अभी
I
तो
can
कह रहा
go
था
in
डोर खोल
anywhere.
लेगा
Every night, I hop across the shadows of the streets. I'm careful so as to not be caught by the light. In my eternal search, I pick a place where to rest. I slip in and spend the night wherever is comfortable. Usually it's a cellar, an attic, anywhere with dust, with dirt. I feel at home there. But sometimes, just sometimes, an urge swells inside of me. The urge to be seen. So I search hard
भाई बदबू तो आएगी
for
ना
a door that's
नया
open,
कर
for an entryway covered in darkness, and for someone to be at the other end, as if expecting me. But you won't look at me, even though you had your door open for visitors. Why is that?
भाई वो तेरे लिए नहीं था
Are
वो
you
लक्ष्मी के लिए था
afraid? Do I scare you?
यस
No, that can't be it.
इन
We have
गेम
been chatting for
not
so
real.
long. You haven't chased me out. That means you
हाँ
welcome
यार
me.
वेलकम मी.
you would reciprocate and grasp it. I'm sure your hands are warm. So very warm. Because people are always warm. Hey, how
भाई
do my hands,
तू खाना चाहता है क्या मेरे को?
when my warmth finally meets yours? How
बोल.
answer me?
पूछ क्या बात है? They look.
They look
What do
deceitful.
their hands look like? भाई तेरे खूबसूरत. हाँ भाई.
That may be so.
You.
These hands of mine tend to squirm into places
तेरे
I could
हाथ
never
कुछ अजीब से
imagine.
नहीं है?
Be it tiny holes in the walls, housing arachnids of all sizes, or the pockets of midnight walkers strolling the parks that sometimes serve me as home. These fingers squirm in and drag out what they find, so now I carry all sorts of trinkets with me. Keys, peeping gadgets, notes with love poems in them, the corpse of one or two insects, eventually eaten away by those who come take their place. I keep everything with me, regardless of their use. But sometimes, because maybe it was something important, the person I took them from could be distraught,
भाई थोड़ी
happiness
जल्दी जल्दी बोल यार.
shattered, their lives ended.
मजा
So
नहीं आ
I
रहा.
consider maybe dropping them somewhere in the park. But what if I need them? What if the keys can one day open the door I want? What if the poems help me befriend a new partner? What if the arachnids serve me as unlikely sustenance? There are too many ifs. But I'm also too afraid to find out the truth. So I let them stay with me, slowly becoming a part of me, helping me grow. I've grown so much. I had to lower my head when entering your room. These fingers won't stop, squirming and coiling around everything they feel. And I can only hope they merely take what they need. I would be saddened if my body grew too much, because I wouldn't get to enter rooms like yours anymore. Hey, have you ever attempted to help yourself
तो भाई
grow
उनके में भी जाना. हाँ.
by mercilessly taking away from someone else?
I'm
you?
already grew.
These hands, are these
No.
my hands? A good answer. Yet, there is
लग तो
only
रहे
one
हैं.
way to know
Matching
the
है.
truth. Open your eyes
क्या?
so you won't look at me. Even though my hands
No.
could be the same as yours.
हाँ भाई.
Think about it. Maybe you and I are similar.
भाई मेरे तो पांचों आते हैं.
No, I know we are. I
भाई
can
कभी भी
feel
नहीं.
it in my skin.
नहीं.
Oh. Can you hear it? My skin is pulsating. It has been long since it's a sign of my innermost emotions flowing
भाई
out.
तेरा दिल किधर है?
I wander the world, wanting to be seen. I'll be satisfied as long as someone tells me how I look. But it's not like anyone will do. If it did, then it would be oh so easy. Since I could show myself to everyone at once, every living person in this land, and ask them all the same question, someone will answer. There's no doubt about it. But the answer I wish for, since I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be perceived as something I'm not. It scares me. That is why, when someone is on the verge of looking at me, I shy away. I hide, fading into the dark.
तो शाय है, तो मेरे कमरे में आ गया बिना बोले.
But you might be different.
तभी तू अपने आप को नहीं देख
If
पाता.
it's you, it might be possible to stand still, if only
Yes, sir.
for a second. That way you can help me, and we can both be fulfilled. Just thinking about it, it makes me feel something. I cannot describe it. I am not good with words. There was a person in my past who taught me to speak like a person. They were not good at it either, and thinking back on it, they certainly didn't enjoy it. To teach a wordless being how to talk must be a challenge, yet they did, simply because they could. It is weird to remember, because it makes me think of why I want to be seen, and I am not. Sure, I don't care much for my appearance. I don't want to be judged. So why is it? Why do I want someone to recognize me so much? Maybe it's only because I can, because everyone gets to be recognized. But I will. Soon, once you open your eyes. Just thinking about the
Thank you.
moment you unveil your sight onto me, and you finally take those bed sheets off your body, and you inspect every crevice of mine. And you finally to let me hear what I am, and to maybe even give me a name.
भाई तू
Makes
तो
me
बिल्कुल
feel,
स्लेंडर मैन की तरह दिख
but
रहा है.
I don't know what. Surely it would be evident if you were to look at my face. Hey, what does my expression look like when that veil of uncertainty finally disappears? What will we convey to each other? Answer me.
पोच.
A cheerful
भाई तू
Smile.
जैसे मेरे से बात कर रहा है ना, ऐसा लग रहा है तू खुश है.
that may be
हाँ
so.
भाई. ओ भाई ये
It will
स्माइल
only
खुशी
make
वाली
sense
तो
for
नहीं
the
है.
end of this journey. It has been so
ये खुशी
so
वाली
long.
नहीं है.
I can no longer remember where it all began. But who's to say it had a beginning? Maybe the starting point is that faint memory. The earliest one I can recall. I was walking, and for some reason, it was daytime. I rarely travel during the daytime, only when the fear of being seen isn't there. So I must have believed that was the case. But it's strange, since the place I was walking through was a city, one full of people. I couldn't see them, but hiding in the shadows, with their backs against the dirt, completely motionless, completely silent, living in wait of their deaths. And
भाई तेरे
what's
साथ हुआ
more,
क्या था
none dared to look at me.
जो तू ऐसी बातें
Did
कर
they
रहा
even
है.
know I was there? Maybe they did not care. They were like me, living in fear. And who's to say I wasn't one of them? Maybe I spent my days as part of the scenery as well. And one day I decided to go for a walk. A walk that hasn't yet found its end. It's my earliest memory. And my no experience afterwards had made me want to smile more than that. So if you say I am smiling, then surely that's how it must be. But tonight, I'm not joyful. So if my expression is truly one of cheer, then I must be lying through my smiling teeth. Hey, have you ever expressed honest happiness in your
सही
face
बात है.
when in reality you're feeling anything but? Have you?
Every time.
This expression, is this my expression? I see. Thank you. You have truly
लग तो रहा है.
helped me tonight. These are my eyes. These are my hands. And this is my expression. I consider these my most treasured features. And you have helped me picture
बात
them
है.
all. No one has done this
तो
for
भाई
me.
इनाम के तौर पे मेरे को एक
I feel
PS4 दे दिया.
a connection with you. One born out of honest gratitude.
भाई बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
But
मेरे
there's
को तेरे
one
साथ कोई
step
कनेक्शन
left.
नहीं बनाना.
You need to make sure of the truth. It is the only way to finally understand each other. So please, I beg of you, open your eyes.
भाई तो भीख मांग रहा है तो खोल ही लेता हूँ. भाई कहाँ जा रहा है? ओपन आइज करा तो कोई भी नहीं है. तो मैं इतनी देर से किससे बात कर रहा था? ईयरफोन में तो कोई और नहीं बैठा ना. तो मुझे लगता है ये एपिसोड यहीं ख़त्म हो गया है.